Thanks everyone for being here tonight, and congratulations. This is an important point in time, just as to acknowledge the transition as student and the completion of your degree. So nicely done. I want to thank Melissa right at the outset for all of the work that she's put into making this happen. And when you first asked me, Melissa, to do this, my initial reaction was, of course. And then I realized that as part of doing the land acknowledgement, the terrible news came through as it relates to the Kamloops residential school. And all of a sudden I thought, this is going to be a bit hard. And I just think it's, for me, I spent some time thinking through what would I say and what do I do? Because to simply do the traditional land acknowledgement felt kind of hollow in some ways after what had transitioned there. So anyway, I looked for several sources, and I thought it would be worthwhile simply in a moment of seriousness at the outset to recognize what's transpired there. And many of you will have received OPPI's statement on the Kamloops residential school. And I just want to read that. It's short, but I think it's appropriate. When I have to say, when I was reading it to myself earlier today, it was hard, because I think for all of us just to recognize what's transpired there is beyond belief. But anyway, let me read what OPPI had to say. The Ontario Professional Planners Institute, OPPI, and its members honor and mourn the 215 Indigenous children who died at the Kamloops residential school. This heartbreaking discovery is a sobering reminder that the many injustices inflicted upon Indigenous peoples are not a historical memory, but one component of an ongoing practice of systemic discrimination against Indigenous people, which must end. As we enter the month of June, which Canada observes as National Indigenous History Month, we encourage our members and the public to seek learning opportunities to better understand the truths of the land we call Canada. These truths must be understood before honest, meaningful reconciliation can take place. So the words reconciliation and justice are so important, not only in the words we do, but in the deeds that we do as well. So for me, land acknowledgement takes on new meaning and urgency. So let me state a more traditional land acknowledgement. The University of Guelph resides in the ancestral lands of the Attawandaron people and the treaty lands and territory of the Mississaugas of the Credit. Where I am here in Huron County, I'm on the traditional lands of the Ojibwe Chippewa of the Anishinaabe group of Indigenous peoples. We uphold the significance of the dish with one spoon covenant and the continuing relationship our Indigenous neighbors have with this land. We recognize that today this gathering place is home to many First Nations, Métis, and Inuit peoples, and acknowledging them reminds us of our relationship to this land where we learn and work. And as part of that, I think it worthwhile to read a little bit about Dish with One Spoon, and this is from Rick Hill, who Renee will know well, who's an honorary doctorate at the University of Guelph and an Indigenous man from Six Nations. Only take what you need, always leave something for everybody else, keep the dish clean. That was the treaty between us and nature. And I just think that that statement and acknowledging Indigenous peoples reminds us of our important connections. And I think as planners in particular, our responsibility to society and responsibility to the land and to peoples elsewhere and everywhere. So I know this is a bit of a heavy way to start things, but I think it's appropriate to acknowledge what needs to be acknowledged and that we can move as a society forward in a positive way. So while there is work ahead of us, it is to remember that tonight is, of course, a time of celebration and fellowship. And as part of this celebration, our opportunity to think about the past year or two, and who would have thought, I'm not sure if any of you, I know for some of our M-Plan students that are probably at the point of graduating, they will never have been on campus as yet, which is quite remarkable and a function of COVID. So anyway, we are replacing traditional convocation and walking across the stage with tonight's festivities. And just want to acknowledge, I think there are a few advantages of this relative to a traditional convocation. So I've tried to think through some of the advantages of doing it this way, as opposed to the way we might normally be doing it. First, there's no scorching auditoriums that we're collectively having to deal with. And I know Renee and I have sat through scorching auditoriums in the past. It's also an advantage that we get to share this hour with ourselves as opposed to 400 other graduates. So that's kind of cool. There's no risk of tripping on stage, and I must say I have seen it happen. So that's good. We don't have to wear a mask. I don't think anyone has a mask on at the moment. We can dress however we like. And for Rene, he can be guaranteed that he is going to be the best dressed guy here. So with that, I'm going to introduce Rene, who's our Dean, and Rene Van Acker, Dean Van Acker. And just to say at the outset, what a friend of RPD you have been, Rene, what a friend of CEDRAD you've been, and just to have a dean who takes an interest in what our school is about and to truly be invested in it. We've seen multiple faculty be renewed and replaced over the period of time that Rene's been in the role of dean, and that's in large part a credit to him and to his work and ongoing activities. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Rene, who will have a few words for us.
Well, thank you so much, Wayne. First, can everybody hear me okay? It's coming through? Okay, great. Thank you, Wayne. Very kind of you. I'd like to thank Melissa as well for the invitation. And congratulations to the graduates. And thank you to CEDRAD for the support of this virtual graduation. And I think this is the third virtual graduation, if I'm not mistaken. So it is great that we can have this virtual ceremony, but I'm not sure that I want to keep this as a tradition. I wouldn't mind going back despite the warm auditoriums, etc. And I'm pleased to be able to wear my regalia and bring a little bit of pomp and circumstance to the celebration. And back to you, the graduates. Again, congratulations to you and your success under trying and extraordinary circumstances. And you have prevailed. This is great news, not only for you and your family and friends, but also for the communities, businesses, and individuals who will benefit from you with your earned knowledge as valuable employees, partners, facilitators, advocates, ideators, and entrepreneurs. You're already successful here today as graduates, but I know that you will go on to achieve many more successes in your lives, successes that will make a difference in the world and successes that will create the future. This is what we expect from you, so no pressure, but it's what we expect because we have come to know you and your capacity and resilience, especially through COVID. You are special, therefore, and we are so proud of you. And we are honored that you have chosen Guelph and that you will be our legacy as outstanding alumni. So here's to you, graduates. Unfortunately, it's just
that was the other
ginger ale.
advantage. We could really have a glass of wine if we were so inclined, which is kind of hard at normal convocations. So there you go. So thank you very much, Rene. Really appreciate you being here with us this evening and taking the time for this. So that's fantastic. I think our next item on the agenda is that Ryan is going to read the graduate names, and I'll turn it over to you, Ryan.
Yeah, thanks, Wayne. It's really exciting to see everybody this evening and all of the various backgrounds as I've started to discover where everyone is sitting in their houses over the last year and a bit with all of the various video conferencing. I fully anticipate at some point we will see a four-legged creature of some nature join us for the celebration. But tonight we have 23 graduates that have completed their program of study either at the end of the fall semester or at the conclusion of the winter semester, which is incredible. That's 23 incredibly strong individuals that are moving out into various new opportunities. And at this stage, I would encourage everyone that's graduating, if you want to throw in the chat box kind of an update about where you're at or what you're pursuing or where you are in the world, feel free to do so. I suspect we might know what some people are up to, but we'd love to hear more about where people are at and what they're doing. But tonight, I believe there are 11 graduates that are joining us on the video, and I wanted to take a moment to acknowledge each of them. And I think we have a time here. If you wanted to say a word or two, you're welcome to do so. You can give a wave, your choice on that front. And I'm just going to go through the list alphabetically that we've got here of our graduates. So I'm delighted to say the first graduate is Alana.
Almost forgot to unmute myself. Yeah, hi everyone. It's really nice to see everyone. Yeah, I guess I gotta say that this has been a super awesome experience. Lots of friends made, lots of things learned, and yeah, it's just been nice to see everyone. I currently just started as a municipal planner for the County of Middlesex, and that's been a huge learning experience, although I only just started a few weeks ago. So yeah, that's been awesome. And I just want to say thanks to the faculty. Leith's not here, I don't think, but he's been a big support, and yeah, it's been awesome. So thanks everyone.
Great. Congratulations, Elena. The next person on the list here is
Hey
Brady.
everyone. Usually I'm used to the last name alphabetical order, so I can like sneak in the middle there somewhere, but it's great to see everybody. Yeah, honestly, super exciting. I wish we could be there in person and head up to the 5th for one more beer, but oh well. Yeah, so I guess since graduation, working, or not since graduation, but I've been working at Drummond North Emsley Township as the township planner. So yeah, so that's been keeping me busy. Loving being back in Perth, so I can talk about Perth all the time again. And yeah, I guess thank you to all the faculty, to all the professors. Special shout out to Sherry, who's not, I guess, in the chat tonight, but also thank you to all my colleagues, all the fellow students. It was great to learn with you guys all the time. So thanks.
Great, congratulations, Brady. Next, now all the videos keep moving around on my screen, but it's Brandon.
Hi, everyone. It's great to see everyone. It kind of makes me realize how long it's been since we've been in a classroom together, seeing people like Elise and Yubing and Mike and Britt and all of them. But, you know, I appreciate everyone on the call, especially Ryan. Thank you for being very patient with my quite windy path to the end of this degree, but also your flexibility, which allowed me to explore so many topics that have proved very useful over the last few years. And I'm excited to see what comes out of this for myself, but for everyone else as well.
Great, congratulations, Brandon.
You are muted.
Next up is Britt.
Hi, everyone. It's lovely to see you all. It's been a bit of a ride. I would say it didn't turn out the way we all expected it to, but it ended up being okay. And I just say thank you to the faculty for being just incredibly human and kind the last year. It's been, I think for a lot of us, if I may swear, a totally shit year and a bit. And the faculty made it wonderful. Lorena made it lovely. And the students who I got to work with were, I don't think there are mean planners in the world, is my experience. Everyone just seems to be real nice. So please keep in touch. I hope that we can, yeah, share knowledge and yeah, just run into each other.
Great, congratulations, Britt. Next, we'll turn to Elise.
What about Chloe? Does she come next? I was expecting her. She doesn't have
Already
to.
graduated, Elise.
Oh, were you at the last? Were you at like a ceremony before this?
I graduated in October.
Okay, nice. Okay, never
Yes.
mind. Scratch
All
that.
you.
Nice to see you again, Chloe. I guess I haven't seen you in a while, so that's great. Hi, everyone. Yeah, I'm happy to be here and kind of see everyone again and say hello. So yeah, I guess I finished the program in April and I just started a job at the beginning of May as a cultural heritage specialist for an archaeological consulting firm. So that's where I ended up. And I guess I'm just a little over a month into that job and things are starting to go well, transitioning a little bit more. And it's funny, I thought that I would be so prepared to do this remote working thing after having gone through research and finishing the program remotely, but it's been kind of an interesting transition, not ever having met anyone from the new company, but slowly getting the hang of things and getting to know people. And just reflecting on these past 2 years in the RPD program, I just wanted to thank all the faculty that are here today, and I hope to reach out to the rest who aren't at this moment. But just echoing so much of what Britt mentioned of just the humanity and the kindness and just how wonderful all of you were to work with. And again, to my peers as well, who we had some great times together, some fun times at conferences and excursions to Huron County. And I'm just so appreciative for all those times and for getting to know all of you. So thank you so much. And thank you to Melissa also for tonight and all your work.
Congratulations, Elise. Next, we'll turn to Laura.
Hey everyone, thank you for putting this together, and thank you to all the faculty and my fellow classmates and planners. I've been working for about a year now for the Conservation Authority, and I'm really excited to start working with fellow students when everyone's out and working, and we'll be able to collaborate and learn from each other, and I'm excited to continue learning from everyone. So thank you.
Wonderful. Congratulations, Laura.
Amazing in accommodating me.
Perfect. Congratulations, Laura. The next person on my list is Michael.
I'm guessing which Michael?
Oh, fair.
Well, let's go to Michael Block.
Great. Thank you. I just wanted to go ahead and again reiterate what everyone else has been saying. Thank you to all the staff and faculty for, making the last 2 years just so fantastic, and especially over the last year being so accommodating and so helpful and being able to make the best of this otherwise, as Britt described, experience. And I wanted to thank everyone that I've worked with over the last 2 years, and particularly Brandon and Britt over the last term. Thank you for bearing with me on that ADU mess. And yeah, to reiterate what Brady said, I'd like to meet you guys at the 5th sometime.
Absolutely. Congratulations, Mike. And now we'll turn to Michael, the other Michael on our call, which was on the other side of my piece of paper.
So, hey everyone. So I'd like to echo the same sentiment. The faculty that we've worked with have been fantastic. You really get that feeling that they truly care about you and your success, which is great. I've been in this program part-time since fall 2017, so I've gotten to see a lot of faces, and I may be barely familiar to some of you just because I've been in one course here or there. But yeah, I didn't think I'd make it to the end, and I did, and part of it was just the ongoing and enthusiastic support from the faculty. So thank you all so much.
Great, congratulations, Michael. Our next graduate is Patrick.
Everyone, happy to see so many familiar faces and to be joined by many peers. I believe I am supposed to make a toast after, so I'm gonna keep this short and simple, echoing everyone else too. Happy to have worked with so many amazing people, faculty members and students. Can't wait until we can meet up at the 5th, whenever that will be, and grab a pint. I'm currently at MHBC planning, along with Chloe, but at the Woodbridge location as a planner.
Great, congratulations, Patrick.
Thanks.
Our next graduate is Silva.
Hi, everyone. I hope everyone is doing great, under the strange circumstances. I just want to start by saying I don't know if it's fun fact, but it's a fact that this is my second graduation that I didn't get to attend because, well, now pandemic, back home more. I was kind of hoping that I finally can do the walk on the stage, but oh well, I think I might just go for another degree probably to do that. I don't know. I just want to say thank you so much for all the support, especially Dr. Caldwell, Wayne, Ryan, and Sarah. You guys have been great throughout this. Now I am actually a manager of the planning department with Parkbridge, which is a national developer company, which is just directly came because of my degree, which is great again. I think what we're doing is really, especially with everything happening now, what we're doing is really important. We have to keep that in mind in every and each time that we, either write a report, look at a plan or anything. It will affect everybody's life in a sense. Whenever we're looking at a bylaw, we're looking at a plan, designing a community, we have to keep in mind, we're doing this for everyone else, not just us. So again, congratulations, everybody, and thank you.
Congratulations, Silva. We'll have to find an opportunity for a stage and to wear the gown and all the rest. Next graduate on the call is Yu Bing.
Hello everyone. I'm so happy I graduated and got the degree. It has been an amazing 5 semesters, and I'm so glad I can meet all the professors, staffs, and classmates. And I really appreciate all the support and help from you. And without your support, I don't think I can graduate. And I'm I'll say that really appreciate. Thanks everyone. Thank you.
Congratulations, Yu Bing. I'll just do a double check to make sure I've not missed anybody, as the videos keep moving around on my computer screen. And if I did happen to accidentally miss anyone, please feel free to unmute your microphone. In addition to the 11 that we heard from, there are 12 other graduates that have completed their degrees. This includes Anusha, Dawn, Jillian, Halima, Pune, and Preeti, Rachel, Ryan, Sandeep, Sean, Vanessa, and Victoria. So on behalf of all of us from the Rural Planning Department and the University of Guelph, congratulations on completing your degrees. It's an incredible accomplishment, and I'd encourage everyone to join me in congratulating everybody on that front.
So thanks very much, Ryan. That was lovely coming from everyone and their updates. That was much appreciated. I think next it's over to Melissa, who's going to share a little video with us. So looking forward to this as well.
Okay, is it full screen for you?
Congratulations to everyone on your accomplishments and graduation from the Rural Planning and Development Program. The past semesters have been filled with many accomplishments and much hard work, whether it be in coursework, or field trips, engagement with communities and partners, or attending conferences and events. Over the past number of months, things have been done quite differently, but I've been impressed with everyone's determination and commitment and passion throughout the pandemic. I look forward to the opportunity to celebrate in person with everyone of all of your achievements. But in the meantime, congratulations on your graduation and best wishes for your next journeys.
Congratulations, class of 2021. I'm so proud of each and every one of you and so pleased to have had the opportunity to share in your learning journey. And I'm so excited to see where your careers take you. It's been a long couple years, and many of you have gone through this resilient period where we've needed to really respond and adapt. And You did it with such courage and such determination. And again, I'm just so proud to see you finished and moving on to the next step. It's always bittersweet at this time to see you leave and move on. For those that I worked with, Brady, Britt, Dawn, Preeti, Rachel, Ryan, it was a learning experience for me as well. We've learned together. I've learned a lot about you and enjoyed developing that relationship, and hope we carry it on. And others that I had the opportunity to teach, I'm thinking Elise, Sandeep, Vanessa, Alana, Michael, and Patrick. I hope you enjoyed the class. I enjoyed the experience with you. Again, I wish you the best in your career. Please keep in touch. Enjoy the time and celebration. You earned it. Awesome. 2021 grads. Take care.
Hey, class of 2021. Congratulations on your graduation, and I hope that all of you are able to achieve what you intended to when you walked in the doors a year and a half or 2 years ago. I'm really happy that I got to know pretty much every single one of you this year, and knowing that you've been through this huge challenge over the last year and a half now, I know that you can overcome any challenge in the future. I'm going to give a specific little shout out to Patrick and Jillian. It was a great time supervising you. I'm sad that we weren't really able to hang out too much, although you did manage to come to one of my annual barbecues. Feels like a lifetime ago, but stay in touch. We're always here for you. We're family, remember that.
Congratulations to you, the University of Guelph's graduating class of 2021. My name is Justine Juncola, and I'm president of the Ontario Professional Planning Institute. OPPI regulates registered professional planners across the province and supports the important work that we do. Thank you for inviting me to celebrate this important achievement. And I'm really sorry that I could not be there live with you today. And even more sorry that we couldn't celebrate this milestone in person. It's an exciting time to be a planner. We are in a period of constant change, and in this moment, there's an increased interest in looking at the way we live, work, move, heal, and play. Professional planners support our communities in tackling critical and perhaps increasingly complex challenges. The education that you've achieved is a critical foundation for you, but I do hope that you adopt an approach of being a lifelong learner and find fulfillment in the planning profession. I look forward to working with each of you in the years to come, and congratulations again.
Hello all. I would like to take a moment in order to congratulate you on your graduation day. It is a great satisfaction to be part of your graduation and also your accomplishments as a graduate student. I wish we could have been together to give you a hug and to wish you all the best in your professional and personal life. But unfortunately, we can't. But I think it is also a justification to meet again and to hear from you, from your experiences and new achievements that you can get in your life. See you on campus and wishing you all the best. Bye.
Congratulations, everyone, on making it to this point. I am so incredibly proud and happy for all of you. I think being able to succeed and get through your degree during a pandemic when the world really absolutely felt like it was falling apart, and to do it with so much grace and humility and to come out still smiling is such an incredible success to me. And so I'm so happy for all of you. I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. I sincerely hope you stay in touch and share all of your successes and wins, because a win for each and every one of you is absolutely a win for RPD. So good luck and hope to see you soon.
Hello, everyone. Congratulations. This is a special time to recognize and acknowledge your important contributions in the school and in the Rural Planning and Development Program, and to acknowledge your accomplishments in terms of finishing your degrees, and it's quite a remarkable accomplishment, so congratulations on that. I also want to say, wow, we have 22 graduates today, which I think is an amazing number, and again, a recognition of the interest in the program and in your contributions as well. I want to reflect for a second on the next stage in your journey, which is to say that as you step away from your education at Guelph, the important opportunities you will have to make a difference in society. I think indeed, as planners, we work and we accomplish what the university sets out to achieve too, which is improve life. And I think as planners, that's really what you will be doing, is working to improve life and addressing the challenges of my generation, of your generation, and of the next generation as well. So with all of that, and I know some of you I've acted as supervisor, for some I've instructed, and some perhaps I've simply made a few comments along the way that I hope were of help to you. But I just want to acknowledge the opportunity and the honor I've had in being part of your journey. So wish you all the best. Look forward to staying in touch, and all the best as you step into your career in the next stages. Take care. That was fantastic, Melissa. Let's give Melissa a round of applause for pulling that together so well. Also, just to say how impressed I am with all of my colleagues who are so much more eloquent than I am. That was just a great set of comments, and really, really nicely done, everyone. So thank you for that. I think next on our agenda is to turn it over to Patrick, who is going to give a toast.
I'd like to start by saying thank you to Melissa and Ryan for putting this together. I think it was a very interesting time for many of us as we started the program, meeting each other face to face during orientation, going to a field trip to Blythe, and then suddenly in the middle of it all, having to see each other through our monitors. That being said, I think I speak for many, if not all, students that our experience as young scholars, students, would not have worked out as smoothly if it wasn't for faculty member support. I'd like to thank Nick, my advisor, for organizing the lab get-togethers for the other students and making sure that we were not going too crazy during the pandemic. I'd like to also thank Wayne for always being there to lend a hand, whether it was for OPPI related events or just answering emails after 10 at night, even on sabbatical. I'd like to also give a shout out to Sarah Epp as well for being the best support faculty member of the GSS. I've said this before, and I'll say it again, you and Ashley are the heart and soul of the GSS. Without you, there wouldn't be as much student engagement and community building within CEDRED. To Sylvia, thank you for being so kind. I miss the impromptu catch-ups when I passed by your office throughout the year. It was a pleasant break from the busyness. And as I can't speak to all the professors individually because it might become a 10-minute speech, I think it's fair enough for me to say that all the faculty members, as well as CEDRED Director Sean Kelly, have done such great work in creating as much of a positive environment for us as you could, like adapting your lesson plans, offering research assistant positions, and constantly challenging your students to be better, even at a time like this. I do have one more shout out. Looking back, whether or not it was a matter of adding or removing courses, to expensing OPPI memberships, to overall general inquiries, we have our support admin staff to thank. Lorena, Diana, and Jen, thank you for allowing us to bombard you with all types of admin questions. And Christina, thank you for providing me with your time and helping me maintain my budget for the rural romp, as well as the never-ending orders of pizza lunches. A little side note, I know this is a little late, like a year late, but I hope that box of butter tarts I brought back after the rural romp in March was noticed and eaten on time before the lockdown. It was my way of saying thanks to the support staff for helping me event plan along the way. And to the rest of my cohort, best of luck to your future endeavors, wherever life may take you or wherever you plan to be. I hope we all keep in contact and have another get together potluck whenever things get better. I'd like to end off by raising a glass to the many times we use Mentimeter and Kahoot for presentations. Here's to the never ending, can you see my screen now? Or you're on mute moments. And to the Domino's and CEDRED partnership for discounts on pizzas. Thank you, faculty members, support staff, and students. Thank you, CEDRED, for making this one of the most memorable experiences of our lives. Cheers.
That was great. Thank you, Patrick. I have this vision of memorable experiences of butter tarts sort of marching out the door when we finally come back a year and a half later, but in the event. So I think it's my pleasurable task to move towards a few closing remarks, and I think we're in good time, so if people want to chat afterwards, we can certainly arrange for that. But just a few things. How excited I am for you at the stage of your career as you step out in different directions, and just looking to all of you on the screen. It's just recognition of the important work to be done, but also to recognize the network of alumni. And I'm hoping people are starting to see that. I'm seeing Chloe here as an alumni, and I'm not sure if we have anyone else here that isn't graduating, but they're just here because they care. And I'm seeing Chloe, you as part of MHBC, and I just heard Patrick's now with MHBC, and James and John and Jillian, and I'm not sure who else is there, but a real infusion in that one firm is an example. And it's just an example of the alumni and the connections that can exist. So very happy for that. And I just want to conclude with reflecting on 4 alumni who I've been in touch with in the recent past. And there's 4 words that come to me as part of that: the opportunity for an exciting career, a meaningful career, a diverse career, and a flexible career. And I'm thinking about an exciting career. In my foundations class last year, I had Chris, I'll just use people's first names. And I don't know if anybody would have been in foundations because you would have already taken it, I think, but we had Christine and Dennis come in. And just thinking of Christine, who I'd lost touch with for 15 years or so, is now an ADM with the Yukon government. And she's responsible for the international caribou herd. Like what a cool thing to be doing as a planner, right? That she has that responsibility back and forth with the Alaska government. And that's one of her many responsibilities. A meaningful career. And I'm thinking of Erin, who graduated probably 15 years or so ago. And interesting, Renee, there was a really nice article about her in in OAC magazine a couple of years ago. She had responsibility for rebuilding and contributing to the disaster work at Fort McMurray after the fires, which were 3 or 4 years ago. And just, what an important thing and meaningful thing for her to be doing in her career. So that was a meaningful career. I'm thinking of a diverse career. Mitch, who graduated probably a dozen years ago, I had an email from him, and after working for 14 years with the municipality, he switched over to a new position as agricultural specialist for the Rouge National Union Urban Park. And I'm thinking, again, what a neat career. He works for 14 years in the sort of that in the trenches municipal stuff, and now he's taking on this really new set of responsibilities. And I'm just thinking, again, diverse career, a real great opportunity with your background to do so. And flexible career. Any of you who I gave a sales pitch to, I would have talked to you about the story of Kelsey. And many of you may remember that story, who, again, it's this notion of flexibility. Came to us from the Department of Agriculture in British Columbia, studied farmland preservation, worked with welfare in Massa Township. And the next thing I know, she's working with the City of New York Planning Department because her husband has a job in New York City, and she's able to take her skill set and transfer it there, and then went on to San Diego and San Mateo County outside of San Diego, where she's a little bit closer to her roots again. But that opportunity for flexibility, I think all of you have. So just with that, I just want to reflect on those stories for a second, but to say, and everyone else has said it, stay in touch. When we as faculty say that, just know that we mean it, right? We really do want to hear from you in the years and the decades ahead, because we want to share your stories with the next group of graduates in 10 or 20 years' time. So look forward to hearing from you, sharing your stories. Stay in touch, and be well. So with that, a round of applause to everyone. And if people wish to leave now, it's fine to do so, or our formal agenda's over, but I think we've actually booked and paid for another 15 minutes or so of time. So if anybody wants to just chat, we're happy just to have that go on as well. So
congratulations, everyone.
Thanks again, Renee.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Renee, Wayne, and Ryan for being big contributors, and Patrick as well. That was awesome.
And any of the faculty that just want to shout out, and great to have you with us, Paul. And Paul stepped in to do advanced planning practice while I was in sabbatical, and I know folks had a fantastic time with Paul. So any of you, just feel free to jump in and say hello as faculty as well.
Yeah, I just wanted to jump in on that. So the Ontario Farmer magazine wants to follow up with the group that was doing the work in Bruce County. So I'll be reaching out to you in a few minutes from now and just seeing if any of you want to be interviewed for your work on additional dwelling unit project, which I heard was great excitement for you, for the group. All the best.
Thanks, Paul.
Congratulations.
Go ahead, Lorena.
No, I was just going to say congratulations to all. Some of you started your program when I started, and now you're finished. I'm like, oh my God, the time went by so fast. Please keep in touch, all of you. Stop by. I would love to see you all and hear what you're up to. So good luck with it, with everything.
That's great. Thank you, Lorena. Anyone else want to jump in?
I'd maybe just jump on for a moment, Wayne. There's one other graduate that joined us on the call, and that's an opportunity to congratulate Victoria Adjupong on graduating. And I think, Victoria, you're on the line. And if you wanted, Victoria, you could say hello to everyone, but also if you wanted to provide any reflections, you're welcome to do so. But I just noticed you were able to join us.
Hi, Ryan. I have a crazy schedule these days, but it's one of those things. I just want to say thank you to all the professors and the administrators as well. It's been a very inspiring journey for me. I remember starting the program not very sure about myself at all. Not that I'm fully sure now, but it's been a test of different skill sets, and it's really helped to really narrow down on the things that one is passionate about and what one is gifted at. I'm so grateful for everyone here, and the support on the RP students group is just completely, I don't even know what word to use. It's just out of the world. That's the word. I don't know anyone who has colleagues who are willing to take on their child when they come into class, or even prepare snacks for them, just so that you can have a break and just listen to what the professor has to say. So I'm very, very grateful for everyone. And yeah, that's about it. Oh yeah, and I have a new baby now. So that's fun. Hello.
Well, congratulations, Victoria.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Anyone else want to jump in? I'm seeing Sarah sitting there. I don't know if and Sylvia as well, if as faculty, if you just, I don't know if you want to say anything more or not.
Yeah, I'm happy to jump in and just say congratulations again to everyone. It's so good to see all of you. And I was reflecting recently, Patrick, you'll appreciate this, that the Royal Romp was probably the last real event we did where we actually got to see people and not worry about seeing people. So hopefully we can get back to that and get together and arrange that alumni night that we talked about at that Royal Romp. We had a few alumni come back to it, and it was fantastic at, I can't even think of the name of the bar anymore. But if we can make that happen, absolutely, when the world calms down again, I think it would be fantastic and just get to see everybody. But so exciting to hear about the jobs you all have, and just I know there's bright futures there. So congrats again.
It's interesting as you say that, Sarah. I'm just reflecting. It's interesting maybe for all of us to go back to that year and a half ago, because I can remember sitting in advanced planning practice class with people and like, I think it was a Wednesday, and I think things sort of, the lockdown happened on the Friday, if I remember correctly. And we were just like, are we going to be together next week? Like, what's going to happen? And just all of the uncertainty. It's quite remarkable to reflect back on it. Sylvia.
Thank you, Wayne. Well, I would like to wish Patrick, Yubin, Alana for your graduation. And for me, it was a wonderful experience to work with them, because it was my first year, my first semester, and I had the benefit of working with Yubin and other students who are finishing next semester, but they helped me to feel again at home. And it was a wonderful transition for me, well, with the support of you, obviously, from faculty, from Ryan, from Sarah, Sherry, everybody. And I felt at home instantly, and it was because of the personal communication, stopping in the pit area and seeing Patrick mentoring everybody and talking to everybody, and how grateful his peers were to interchange with him and to get from his experience. It was grateful. I have met some of you, but as I said in my message, and I was a little bit nervous when I talked, because I said what I should say. It is a unique time in history, and we are witnessing it. But also, as Renee and Wayne and also Ryan mentioned, it has helped us to become more resilient. And for you, if you cope with this stress and changes and uncertainty and complexity, I think that you will be prepared to face the work in different ways. And I am also grateful, for example, for Yubin, how much she has achieved, and I wish each of you all the best. All the best to you, and Chloe, we will be waiting for you in the PhD program. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sylvia. Sort of almost last chance, if anybody wants to say anything formally. Anyone else? Anything that you want to say?
Just wanted to say that I'd love to stay in touch, and I plan to stay in touch with faculty and hopefully colleagues as well. And I do hope to come and visit the campus. That is a funny thing that feels like it should just be normal to say, you know, I'll come on over and visit in person, but it feels much more exciting now to say that. So I do look forward to doing that at some point and coming back to the Guelph campus. So yeah, thank you so much for this night again to Melissa. And yeah, take care, everyone, and I'll keep in touch for sure.
That's great. Thank you, Elise. Well, I'm thinking then with that, I'll give a sort of a count of three, and just in case anybody wants to say anything but hasn't said anything yet, it can just be hello, Merry Christmas if you like, or Happy Hanukkah.
I'll just say, can I say something?
Yeah, please do, Chloe. Yeah.
I just wanted to say congratulations to everybody. I started the program at the same time as you, and it was so great getting to know all of you and working with all of you. And I'm so excited to see or hear everything that everyone's already doing, what people plan to be doing. So congratulations, and it's great to see you all. Miss you all, and hope you're doing well.
That's great. Thanks for joining us, Chloe, this evening. Okay, well, with that, again, we're not going to close anything down, but I'll just say thanks from my perspective. It's been wonderful to hear from all of you, and just a really nice chance to connect and to recognize and celebrate the activities in your graduation. So well done, everyone. So why don't we all unmute our microphone and just give out a yell if it doesn't wake up everybody in the household. We could do that just to like have that visceral response.
Congratulations.
Okay, well done,
Congratulations.
You all the
Congratulations.
Hello. Hi.
See how rowdy planners can be, Renee? There you go.
Great to see everyone.
Take care, all.
Thank you, Melissa, for all your hard work.
Thank you.
Melissa.
Thanks, guys.
Bye, everyone.
Hey, everyone. Good to see
Bye,
you.
everyone.
Take
Good
care.
luck, everyone.
See you
Bye.
soon.
Bye.
Thanks, everyone. Have a good night.
Take care, Michael.
Bye. Good night.
Take care, everyone.
Yeah.
Nice to see you, Alana. Take care, Patrick.
Oh, Patty.